Hi everybody, I wanted to jump on and just kind of give you an update as far as what's going on, especially when it comes to this class DEA 125. As you know, our president Andy Dorsey has basically closed campus until April 11th. I'm not sure what that looks like given that we now have a stay-at-home order for Larimer County through at least April 17th. I think the plan is that we can get back on campus and possibly finish out the rest of our class online, or not online, but on campus face-to-face. I'm not being that optimistic. I have a feeling that we may be forced to stay at home probably a little bit longer, or at least finish out the rest of our semester online, and that's what I'm planning for. So you're probably wondering, how am I going to practice my skills? Well, obviously, we're not going to be able to. There's only so much, especially with dental assisting, that we can put online. So for right now, your lecture is going to be online, and we're going to have to hold off on your lab classes. And hopefully, once we're able to be on campus safely, then we will allow you some time to, excuse me, to practice your skills as well as test out on those specific skills that we have that are required for you to know. You're probably wondering, summer classes, we're unsure right now. There's been speculation that we may not be able to get back on campus until maybe fall. In that regards, I'm being optimistic because I'm hoping we can at least start back with our summer semester in a face-to-face format so we're able to actually do the skills that we need to for those classes that have a lab component tied to it. Again, we'll kind of address that as it comes up. I'll keep you updated. Worst case, we'll continue to do what we can online. And then at a later date when we're able to be on campus, we'll test you out of your skills. So that's kind of the plan for now. So what I want to make sure that you know is I have developed or in the process of developing weekly modules for radiology. There's going to be, I'm not going to bombard you with hours upon hours of videos of lecture. I'm going to have you do a lot of it kind of on your own, looking through the book. There's going to be activities that you're going to be doing for each chapter. And then know that each Monday we're going to have a test over all the information or content that was covered the week prior. So this Monday you'll have a test over the information that we covered when I last saw you. That was right before spring break. So I'll put all of that in D2L so you'll know exactly which chapters you need to study. Make sure you go to course content, and it's going to break it out into each week. Since we already have 2 weeks in, it's going to start up with module 3, which is week 3, and there's everything within that week is going to be in that module or in that week's module. There's going to be links for you to be able to access discussion questions, for you to be able to access the quizzes and the activities. Just know that I have also put the activities under the quiz tool, so it will automatically grade it for you. I've also decided to have that assignment be unlimited, so you can go back and attempt to take it as many times as you want until you get that 100%. Just know that each time you take it, it's going to be an average of your scores put together, but I definitely want you to strive to getting that 100%. It also gives you the opportunity to go back and review so you see which questions you missed. And also, I advise that you and encourage you to click on the feedback, whether or not you got the question wrong or right, because I've put additional information pertaining to each of those questions that it's a good idea for you to know what that feedback is. So again, keep track of maybe the questions you missed, and then go back in and retake it until you get that 100%. Quizzes will not be like that. You have one attempt. They will be time limited because I want you to, again, this is information that you should know, and I don't want you to be looking every single question up. So again, be mindful of your time limit and and do the best you can. Again, this isn't an ideal situation, but we have to make do with what we have, and for right now, it's going to be doing things online. If you have any questions or concerns or issues accessing anything, please don't hesitate to email me. You can email me at either the email in D2L, or you can email me to the Front Range email. I do check all of those, both of those, daily, several times a day. So, and please know that I'm really being conscious of trying to get back to you, provide a response to you as quickly as possible. So within 24 hours is going to be my policy of a response within D2L. If it's something that's going to be a little bit maybe more urgent, then I would suggest or encourage you to text me just to make sure that if it's a quiz that's not opening, and maybe you're working later on that day and you need to take it at that time, that you let me know so I can go in there and make sure that it's working properly for you. So pay attention to the due dates. That's one more thing I want you to make sure you know, because certain things are going to be due at certain times. For your quizzes, your weekly quizzes or exams, it will be due by the end of that day on Monday. I have also broken down your chapters over the course of a week, so you now have Monday through Friday to get things completed. I'm really kind of focusing on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for things to be done, with discussion questions usually being due on a Wednesday, especially if it's a post and reply type of a question that I'm posing to you within discussions. So pay attention to everything. I'm also putting in a checklist into each module, which will help you keep track of where you are, what you've already completed, what you still need to complete. You don't have to utilize the checklist tool, but it just helps to you can check things off as you complete them. That way there's no confusion towards the end of the week of what you still need to complete. This is going to be probably a challenge for those of you who have maybe never taken an online class. Please be, don't be so hard on yourself, I guess is what I'm trying to say. You will all get through this together. Again, don't feel like you're bothering me or anything like that. I'm gonna be online every single day, minus the weekends. Probably I'm gonna be mindful and try to take a break on the weekends and focus that time to my family. And I suggest you do the same, maybe picking up some things and studying here and there, but trying to do things throughout the week. So I will be online pretty much all day. So getting back to you and responding to you via email shouldn't take the 24 hours, but that's going to be my policy in the event that something comes up and I'm not able to be online for that particular amount of time. I'll still be able to get back to you and reach out to you. I am also planning on doing weekly check-ins with you. Still unsure how I'm planning on doing that. I may either do that via email, or I'd actually like to kind of see you. So I'm actually probably thinking of doing a Zoom meeting. I will send you the link in your D2L email of how you can go ahead and access that. And just want to get a sense for how things are going for you personally, but also how you're doing in the class. If there's anything that I can help clarify or help make a little bit easier. I think still having those face-to-face moments hopefully will alleviate some of the anxiousness that some of you may be experiencing about having to do classes online. So I'm probably planning on doing those every Thursday. And again, please look out for those emails on the link to be able to access that. What else do I want to say? I guess just continue to check D2L often. I would suggest twice a day, maybe once in the morning, once in the late afternoon, early evening, just to make sure that you're not missing out on any updates or things that I'm posting in the announcements. I'm not going to bombard you with a lot of videos for a lecture, so a lot of it's going to be on, kind of on your own doing it, looking through the book. I've incorporated some videos and some of the questions, so I advise that you watch those before you answer the questions. And some of those chapters that I feel might be a little bit more complicated, I may do a short video just to hopefully provide some clarification and hopefully explain things a little bit better. And, I hope you, like I said, we'll make do with the situation. And I hope that you and your family are staying safe, that you're healthy. And if for some reason something comes up and you're unable to be online for a certain amount of time, please let me know. I'm more than willing to work with you depending on the situation, and we'll get through this together. So look for those emails, check the due dates. If you're ever unsure about anything, please reach out to me. I'm here to help you and hopefully alleviate some of the anxiousness and frustration that you may be feeling by now having to do things a little bit differently. This was definitely not anticipated by anybody, but it is what it is, and we'll get through this. So stay healthy, stay safe, make sure you're social distancing, and I will talk to you and reach out to you soon. Bye-bye.